back to Broadscast.
Here we are back in the studio again. MJ, thank you so much. Sometimes the off radio conversations are better. We have to learn how to keep that rolling. We'll have to blooper reel.
Yeah.
So thank you for being so honest. I think we have a couple callers on the line. So why don't we, Peter, you want to rope them in?
Let's do it.
Hi, who's on the line?
Hi, this is Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
Hi, Sarah.
So do you have a question for MJ?
I do. Well, no, I have a question, and I want to just comment that I was sorry to hear about what happened to her dog.
Thank you, Sarah.
That
Thank
was
you.
so sad.
My question, though, is were you really going to have him stuff?
So Pablo started to have
He's
multiple...
a little chihuahua.
Yes, he passed away June 8th last year. He had multiple seizures, and he was having trouble breathing. So I put him in the car. We drove to the vet. It was the day of Gay Pride. The street was locked.
Oh, right, locked
And
down.
like whatever, we're landlocked or whatever you want to call it when we couldn't drive. Gridlocked. And and so
It's a new term.
When I'm inventing. So when he passed away, I was not going to, sorry to say this, but I wasn't going to dump him at the vet. I was just going to hold him. I walked the long way home and just kind of had to deal with this, which I thought, when I got home with him, I called the vet. I found out what my 3 options were. So cremating him, you set him on fire, you burn him, bury him, he starts to decompose and, worms grow out of every orifice. Or I could have him taxidermied, which at the time I thought that he would weigh the same. And then when you tune in and stay tuned to see what my final decision is, because when you do find out about the process of taxidermy, you think it's probably not such a good idea.
But you had an interesting way of
Preserving him.
It
It was per the instructions of the vet and the taxidermists, plural. I got advice from 3 of each to make sure that I was like, so this is legal, this is okay, I'm allowed to do this. They were like, absolutely, you have to, in order to have the time to make the decision before rigor mortis sets in. So, yeah, I'm very, very okay with that decision.
So you put him in the freezer.
Yeah, I had to.
That's what they instructed you to
had
do.
him frozen until I would
Next to the
deliver him.
Goldschlager? I mean,
No, I did take precautions.
Jägermeister.
My refrigerator was completely emptied and lined with plastic and wrapped, and he was wrapped the right way. And, I took about 4 days to say goodbye.
Yeah. Well, I'm so very, very sorry. I mean, we both have dogs, and Tatiana, you grew up with animals, and we know. I mean, that's a tough,
I don't think you realize how much a pet is part of your home. And I used to make fun of people. Well, I still make fun of people that have their dogs like in their baby carriages and the strollers and stuff. I find that to be a little
Says
cute.
the woman who has 2 dogs and 3 cats.
Yeah.
Yes, but they're not in baby carriages.
The concept with the stroller is that you're allowed to take them places without having like a dog. So it's more discreet. They think it's a baby. They'll let you have them. My parents would not go anywhere without the dogs. I could never go to a restaurant with my parents without bringing the dogs. And therefore, I was like, okay, let me just do something more incognito.
Right. Well, thanks, Sarah, for that call. Let's take another call. Who do we have on the line?
Hello? Phantom caller. Okay, can we go back to the dog thing for 1 second while we find our caller?
Yes.
I personally, I know this is not what we talked about coming into the show, but I don't like when there's dogs in where I'm at. Like I'm at the store, I'm shopping, or I'm at the grocery store. I don't really want dogs licking and sniffing on my feet. Like
Well, and everybody calls it now the service dog.
Yes, but they're not a service dog. They're on a leash with the
I have
bedazzled.
a hangnail. I need a service dog.
Yeah, I'm personally not a fan of that.
Did you take your dog into like stores and?
I take my dog anywhere that I can, anywhere that he would be well received. I do think it's kind of gross to certain places where someone else is thinking it's a sanitary issue. I'll try to be, really respectful of those values.
Yeah. Well, our caller's back. So who do we have on the line?
Hi, my name is AJ.
Hi, AJ.
Hi, AJ.
Thanks for calling.
Hi.
AJ and MJ.
Oh, yes, I'm AJ Mercedes. I follow you on Twitter, and I love you.
Oh, awesome.
I follow Brenda, too.
Awesome. Thanks, AJ.
So my question is, I love your style of dress, and I wish they gave you more shoe cam time. Would you do your own merchandising, like on line of makeup or shoes or clothes or anything in the future?
I would be open to it to me, the most important career is the real estate. I know it's not covered a lot on the show, but that is my passion. The other products, it always bums me out that I don't already have something in place, because everything has to, though, in order to be successful, take a lot of time.
Right.
To launch a line that's going to last is definitely a full-time commitment. I will find a way to share, and I would always love to do it on a better budget than, some of the price tags on these shoes.
Right.
So thank you for that. And, I'm probably going to donate about 70% of my belongings in the next few months.
Really?
Really?
Mm-hmm. All of my
Wow.
purses and shoes and clothes are going to
What
go.
size do you wear?
Size 9.
Oh, damn.
Is there, I'm good. Is there a specific cause that you will donate for, or is it?
Mostly I like Dress for Success because
yeah.
it gives jobs to people that are not, on their feet right now. I
Right.
think that's always been something I've been passionate about. I've donated in the past.
Absolutely.
Have there been other things that have come? Thank you for calling, AJ. Have there
Okay,
been?
thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks, AJ.
Have there been other things that have come out of this show? I mean, besides the real estate, that you didn't know was a passion, and suddenly you're like, wow, I had no idea that this was available to me, and now I get to support it. Or
Definitely, I think sharing recipes, like I said, cooking would be something I would want more people to be exposed to Persian food, because all of the good fats are in that, just like we know the Mediterranean diet is really popular.
Right.
And I'm not sure.
I mean, like being exposed. I mean, being a public figure, you're exposed to things. You probably get invited to things. You're asked to support, like Broadscast, but you were asked to support, other charities, I'm sure. I mean,
All
are there
the
things
time.
that came up that you weren't really savvy to before, but now because of your experiences, you're being
Or
introduced
your
to?
ability to
Reach people.
more people. Like, did you have a message before, and now you have this platform that you feel passionate about?
I think that two that stand out. One is that me, Pablo, and Julio started to visit children's hospitals and
yeah.
Old age homes. That has brought so much joy. That was something that I underestimated in the past. So I love to take them, speaking of therapy dogs, to cheer them up. Another would be abuse within families. That was another thing that I became more involved in and more passionate about, because, we do see a lot of that on,
Right.
within relationships. So
Absolutely.
those two I definitely think would be the standout causes.
I just want to say, as someone who doesn't usually tend to tune into a reality show, that I appreciate that outside of the show that you've taken what you've been given and done some great work out into the community. I'm kind of a community geek that way. So, but I just, some people really take it and they just want their 15 minutes of fame and can't do more porn with it. But I appreciate that you've actually, done and you walk the talk and you're great shoes. But thank you.
Thank you so much for joining us. And
Thank
you
you
can
for
catch
having me.
Shaws of Sunset Monday nights at 9, 8 Central on Bravo. Don't go
Yay.
away. We'll be right back. Welcome back. Welcome back.
Wow.
What an exciting day.
I wanted her shoes.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, please go to our website and you can hear how many
Is that
shoes.
considered a fetish?
Woo!
What,
How many pairs
you're
of
taking
shoes?
apart the studio,
I know. I
Jackie.
feel like Cher over here. I'm like pulling the mic out. Really, that's my reference, Cher. But hey, question for you people: do you know a strong, smart, unstoppable broad? Go to broadscast.com, and to nominate could be yourself or someone else as our broad of the week. We have some nominations coming in because
Yeah.
we posted that on Facebook.
That's pretty fantastic.
I'm like honored that
Yeah.
people are telling their stories and the stories of people they know, because, abroad, I mean, I think we're redefining what abroad is.
Right, but I also like the fact that people are nominating themselves.
Yes.
I'm really, I personally, as someone who is usually pretty self-deprecating and I don't always find my own strengths, I like that other women are like, me, pick me, I'm
Right.
pretty awesome.
Right.
We had one person who said, I went from a career woman to a soccer mom overnight. Like, she really is embracing her new role and her family. I love that women are seeing their own selves as broads and unstoppable, and I hope that this show continues to celebrate that.
Absolutely. And it's exciting because we can hear about somebody new every week, and maybe we'll put some additional broads on the website and really, feature them there. So, Tatiana, what's going on over there? Come on, talk to us. She's our associate producer, fabulous, and she's been manning our social media channels. But I want to get your feedback here. Like, I know you're a huge Shaws of Sunset fan.
Yes, I am.
Step up to the mic, baby. Step up to the mic.
Sitting next to MJ.
Yeah. She smelled good, huh?
Yeah, she smells good. She looks good, and I really love that she owns who she is, and she doesn't let the TV and the cameras change who she is. Like, I feel she was very genuine and authentic, and I love that.
Right.
And between her and our caller, Sarah, the first Sarah, Venice Beach will be populated with women who own their bodies.
And one of the in our commercials we have where every woman's voice matters. I know that one of the themes where people were talking about what abroad means to them, that so many of the women talked about being unapologetic for who they are.
Right.
And that was something I totally got from MJ sitting here. She's like, this is me. I mean, she comes in, she looks great, she just does not care, and she feels totally comfortable and confident. And
yeah.
And I feel that we need more of that. Like, women owning like who they are and not trying to be like everybody else, and just be your own cup of tea. That's what I tell my friends. Like, you're not gonna be everyone's cup of tea. Like, you just need to own your own.
Oh, you're young, because I would say your own glass of wine. I am my own vodka shot. Yeah.
Your own cup of tea. I like it. Oh, we're gonna have like a little cup of tea as our logo or something.
No, we're gonna have vodka shots as our logo. Come on now, woman. I mean, with your friends, I mean, we're a different generation. I mean, do you look at reality TV now? I mean, we didn't have this growing up. We had 3 channels when we were growing up. So reality TV has kind of like, it's breaking all barriers. I mean, is that something that you watch and that you aspire to be, or do you think it's healthy? Do you find it to be hurtful?
Or do you take it with a grain of salt, the way it should be taken?
It kind of depends, like, the people that we don't talk about. Like, things like that. Like, if I'm working a long day, I just want to numb my brain. So I watch that and...
Try Vicodin.
But really, does it numb your brain? I mean, I watch it. I literally... I don't think I've ever watched one full show of anything because I want to be up on pop culture, but I just... It doesn't, for me, I don't want to like put everything out there for cameras to watch, and I wonder what it says and teaches.
Right. Honestly, I personally don't want to put my whole life out there, because I think like it opens up doors for people to be like coming into your life and having a lot of opinions about it.
Yes.
With reality TV, I mean, one that really stands out in my head is Love and Hip Hop, and I think it's embarrassing, but it's so good. Like, it keeps you attracted to the TV, and like you're wondering, like, what are they gonna do next? But I mean, how they portray themselves on TV.
Well, we gotta wrap it up, but you can. I know, but other than we're live every Friday morning from 10 a.m. Pacific time on KHTS. 12:20 a.m. But you can also stick with us all week long on Facebook and Instagram, which is Broadscast, and also Twitter at Broadscast Show. And thanks.
On our website too.
And our website, broadscast.com. Yeah. Absolutely. And YouTube and all those things. But you know what? You can find all of it at broadscast.com and one-stop shopping, and then you can find every channel that you want us.
But just don't get sick of us, because we're going to be here every week.
Yeah, there's that. So anyway, thanks to MJ from Shaws of Sunset and all of our callers and social media connectors today.
Yes.
It's been a great first show.
Yeah, and I also just want to give another thanks to our friends over at Whitening Lightning. They are a staple for Hollywood celebs and top YouTube influencers. Oh my gosh, that's a mouthful. Whitening Lightning's famous Dial a Smile kits are recognized all around the world as the best way to whiten in 20 minutes. For an exclusive 30% off just for our listeners, please go to whiteninglightning.com/shop and enter the promo code Broadscast. And we really appreciate
you guys.
See you
next time.
All right, then.
All right.
See ya.
Take care.